morning, everybody. I am Russ. He is Chris. And he is, listen, he's not paying attention. Let me tell you what happened last night, and this is what he's doing right now. As you know, we are avid competitors in everything that we do, pretty much, right? Mm. And we found an app. We were with the Capertons. We found an app, which was Scrabble, that you can put on your iPhone, which I'm not playing because I cannot spell. Thank you, Randy Gonzalez. But we found an app that we go, you know what? I said, let me look up chess. And I found a chess app.
Chess with friends.
Chess with friends. And we like to play chess. Chess, and we like to play with chess. They're two different things. But we like to play chess. Mm-hmm. And last night, we found it. And he could play. He was in one room, I was in the other, and we were playing chess back and forth while watching television. Take your time, you move when you want, sense of deal. And I lost the first game. Kudos to that. So we are now in our second game of chess, and it takes a while. Our chess game was about an hour and a half long.
Well, the problem was it's supposed to send you an alert.
Yeah.
And for some reason, the alerts weren't working last night, so we had to make our own sounds when we made a play to where the other person would know. But you don't have to be in the same room. You don't have to.
Nope.
You can be across the nation, and you can play it. Make your move whenever. It is really cool.
Yeah. So that's going to be something that's going to keep us when you're somewhere and I'm somewhere, and we can play chess. But it was really fun to play because we used to travel with the chessboard and play, set up the pieces, but now it's right on our phone.
Yeah,
it's just
we played one time with no pieces on the board.
Yeah, that was hard.
That was hard. But I will give it to you. I told Home Depot this yesterday because when she said chess, really, and I went, yeah, we really play, and I went, Russell's actually really good at it. Don't because he can't spell. He can see. He can see.
It's visual.
And you usually do pretty good.
But you coming up, dude.
And you were about a move behind last night.
That was good, dude. That was fun. But that's something we enjoy doing. So Scrabble for you. You do play Scrabble. Now we have chess. So and the reason why I'm kind of talking about this is we watched last night, a late night while talking about our show and producing this show, a deal on CSNBC about Apple and where they come from. Mm-hmm. from when they started with Macintosh to now they're Apple. And tonight at 9 o'clock on CNBC, there is a show that we're recording called, it's the mobile apps, right? On how many thunderstorms coming in. On how many apps there is. We're about that. Laptops just taking off. But there was over 100,000 apps. And we were like, and Chris created ours for Red Sea. And
ours really isn't an app. It's an icon.
It's an icon.
When you save Red Sea to your phone, there's a little Red Sea picture of.
So I'm pretty excited to watch that, see how they get going. Now, in the next few days, tonight, last night was cold, but it's supposed to get down to 16 degrees. So if you have an iPhone, you may want to pull up some new apps. That's exactly right.
But what is the big deal? What is the big deal about cold weather? Most people don't work out in it.
No.
Most people just have to go from work to the car, to the car, to the store to the car, to the car, to the house. Why? We wear shorts all the time.
Yep.
And somebody goes, I don't see how you wear them shorts. I'm like, hell, I ain't standing outside all day. I'm just going to get in the car.
I don't know. It's the same as the heat. It's the wind that people don't like. Because when it's cold, like the other day, we were like, dude, it's 34, it's 38 degrees. Wasn't no wind.
Right.
So he was like, wasn't really that bad. But when that wind hits you and you feel it down to your bones, I think it's more for the older, for on up. Not me, but on up.
But if I was a farmer, this is kind of their downtime. But if I had to climb a utility pole or something like that, then I might bitch.
I'll tell you the one thing: strippers can work in the heat and the cold. Yeah, no problem climbing.
As long as the heat isn't off in the establishment. We have been in some establishments where during the winter they might have a tough time keeping the heat on.
There's a couple of strippers that was wearing a warm-up suit.
Oh, I was in one time, and it was so hot that they would get ice and rub on them to cool down.
Where was that at?
That was that was on 317, right to the one in Temple.
On the back
Remember
road.
the back road?
Yeah.
It hadn't been there in a long time.
I know exactly.
We're a whole different kind of people. We don't hang out in them places anymore.
Not for a couple hours.
We have our limits.
That was funny. All right. You saw a deal on Dr. Oz about habits. People making New Year's resolutions and habits and breaking habits. Talk about what it takes to create a habit and what it takes to break a habit.
What he said was it takes 2 weeks. 2 weeks to become comfortable with something, that it becomes a habit.
Right.
Or if you're trying to break a habit, you have to make it to 2 weeks before your body goes, okay, I don't need to do that or have that anymore. So if you started, you know what, I'm going to eat right, I'm going to work out, you got to get yourself through those first 2 weeks. And that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people get out there in 2 or 3 days and, this sucks. But after it becomes kind of feeling normal, because right now insanity don't feel normal.
And we're on this day.
And my calves don't feel normal. They feel about that big.
We were talking with intern Gary because he walked in this morning, or actually yesterday morning while we were doing Insanity on our last 8 minutes. And we had been going for 38 minutes. That was yesterday's workout. And he was like, what are y'all doing? Well, I looked like I was praying because I was on my knees down on the ground. And Chris was standing up with his hands bent over. The thing is, I really thought I was in good cardio shape. And, I run, bike, and...
Well, here's the thing. I don't think you're not in good cardio shape. It's just you're working muscles you don't normally work.
Oh, yeah.
And it's full body stuff.
Yeah, and it's constant.
Yeah.
That's one thing 5 minutes, I'm like, I'm in pretty good cardio shape. You want to run with me? This is 40 minutes.
I weigh 180 pounds, and my legs feel like they weigh 180 apiece.
There ain't no doubt, dude. This is the toughest thing, and I really enjoy it. I want to thank Kyle Price for letting us use this because it is a challenging workout that we've got 60 days of this. 60 days of that and eating right, which we're doing good.
Yeah.
But that's a good challenge because that's a challenge for us. That's a challenge for us that we wanted to do. So let's throw out a challenge to a couple of people.
We got 2 challenges.
Throw it out.